Bonjour. Bonsoir. C'est plein de Glee. Bonjour. Et merci pour nous avoir, me voir à ce moment parce que mon guest c'est ici sur le télé. Hello, Darius.
Hello, how are you?
I'm good. Bonjour, bonsoir.
Hello, good to hear you, good to be heard. Didn't know you speak French so well.
Oh, you didn't know? You never watched Planet Glee. That's okay. No,
I'm
we
joking,
have
I'm joking.
Do you speak French?
I'm joking. Oh, I just know comment allez-vous? That's it.
That's cool.
A couple other words. Am I on right now?
You are.
Awesome.
You are. I want to turn you up though. Let's see. And I believe that we forgot to put something on me. So I saw you on Facebook and you were getting off a plane. Is that true?
I do. What was it?
I saw you on Facebook about an hour ago and you were broadcasting from an airplane, I thought.
No, I was in my car.
Oh, in your car. Okay.
Yeah, I was doing the daily giveaway where I give 5 readings to 5 of my lucky winners.
Oh, cool. And how often do you do that?
Well, I was doing it every day. Slowed down a little bit because I got busy in real life.
Mm-hmm.
And so now I've made some space and time to be able to do it more frequently, like today. And readjusting and just doing it so that I can make sure I give some value to the public.
Oh, nice.
So what it is basically is when a person puts their full name and their date of birth on their on the Facebook, I just look it up, calculate it, and then it tells me everything about this person's personal cycles, their life path, their course, everything that may be of interest to them and exactly how it's going to affect them in their life.
Wow.
It gives me information about their life path to know in what direction and from what areas certain opportunities will be coming so that they can, go catch that ball, go to the right position in the outfield, so to speak.
Yeah, got it. So for our international audience, to do the numerological reading, tu as besoin de le jour de la naissance, le mois et l'année. So the day, the month, and the year of the birth.
Yes.
And that's it?
That's it.
Wow.
And from that, there's so much information that I can go on, and yeah, I can talk for days on one person's life path. I can talk for days on one person's name. And the crazy thing about it is, with numbers, how I got into it, my background is marketing and sales and training, mentoring, and coaching. And I initially used it in my business in that way. And I also would, when my buddies or colleagues would say, "Hey, Darius, what's up, man? How are you doing that?" I would share with them some of the techniques that I have. I actually developed a reputation in the company for being top leader because I would consistently have the largest team. And I would have people that would stick with me for a while. And other leaders in the company community would try to figure it out and wanted to know, but I would only tell a few. I would only tell like my inner circle, like my direct mentors. But that was how I was able to use it in my own personal life. And so now that I don't do that part of business, the sales door-to-door type business anymore. I just use it for practical purposes and giving people advice, to business people, people in relationships, because that's what team building is. I had to use it to build those teams. I had to find compatible matches. I had to look for areas where they would conflict and make sure that both parties were satisfied in getting a mutual benefit in the relationship.
Okay. So you do relationship astrology. I mean, numerology.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
You know
Very
what?
popular.
Yeah, it's really popular because a Vedic astrologer that I know says that Saturn and Venus are in opposition in the universe right now, apropos to the Earth, of course, and that's causing a lot of strain in relationships as well because of Venus and being so vulnerable when Saturn's around.
Right. That's very true.
And
especially back in April, May, Venus and all those planets went retrograde. That was terrible.
Yeah. No, I have to say that I remember having conflicts with people that I didn't normally have conflicts with at that point in close relationships. Now, I have a friend who's going to call up and ask for a question, and I hope that's cool with you.
That's perfectly fine.
And I went to YouTube and found Darius Oliver, Numerologist, and a picture of you on, is it a Stockton radio station?
Yes.
So this is your most recent posting, right? 7/21/2017?
Yes. That's Divine Numerology. It's the radio station out here in Stockton. It's called The Voice of Stockton. And on that, every Friday at 3, we live stream it through Facebook, and then they upload it on YouTube the next day. What I use it for is as a platform so that I can raise people's awareness of numerology and how it benefits people, but also so that other spiritual seekers and spiritual teachers and practitioners can share what they do as well.
Oh, okay. So you do it as a group?
Well, it's my own show, so I just kind of like you're doing, and I just have a guest on similar to how you have me on.
Oh.
So at some point, having you on my show, that'd be really cool if you're up to it.
Yeah, only thing about me is that I don't want to give out my birth date.
You wouldn't have to.
Oh, really?
You wouldn't have to. It's totally optional. The information. I mean, well, I would have to know it, but I just wouldn't broadcast it on the air or anything.
Oh, okay. That's discreet. Discreet.
And because we don't want people knowing that you're really 29.
I'm swinging on?
29.
Oh, ha 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 ha. Yeah. 29, your Saturn return. That was, the Saturn return. For those of you who have not made it there yet, you will find that people from your past will come and get you I want to be with you. And then you're like, there are too many. No. But,
Hmm.
you know, the Saturn return at 29 is like probably like for most people, they're a memorable year for sure, right?
Yes.
Um, Now, my friend said he was going to call up. I'm going to, the one of the difficulties we have here, I'm going to look for another. Now, so divine numerology, and what day does this air? Was this last Friday or?
Yes, it's every Friday at 3 in the afternoon.
Okay.
I'm
So
actually about to do a show today over here in Lodi, California. We're going to do a numerology show for a small group, little party, and then we're going to have some workshops this month up in August, so that, you know, if anybody in that area is in town, in the Stockton area, feel free to message me or call me or contact me so you can get a reading.
I like the name. Divine Numerology, I really like that name. For pour les planécly amis, Darius a un programme sur le radio, non? Et chaque vendredi à 3 heures de l'après-midi, oui, et you broadcast on YouTube or what? Oh, you told me it's a radio show at 3. Okay. Every and so that's so cool, and that's like a service, no?
Yes, it is. And it's also really great entertainment. It's really fun. And it just is about raising people's consciousness and awareness. Also, from time to time, we have some people call in to get readings. You know, people want to know about relationships and such like that. I teach, like, especially at the workshops, I teach people how to do this stuff so that they can, if they choose, they can continue, you know, come to me, but also the power is in their hands for them to interpret and find meaning in these numbers as well.
So you have people who return because they want to learn more?
Yes. I teach it as well as I provide the service.
Oh.
And I actually have some students in San Diego area, Southern California, San Francisco. We communicate via chat, Facebook chat, Skype, and
Hi.
different means like that.
He's here. Yeah. Okay. Darius.
Hello?
Hi. Hey.
Yes, this is Darius.
Darius, can you hear my friend?
I can hear you. Yes.
Oh, cool. It's because it's mirrors because I have a lavalier on.
So basically, I'm asking about the numbers 9, 11, and my question is, I always see that number on my phone every now and then, usually in the middle of 11. And so my question is, what is the significance of the number 9 and 11?
9 and 11.
Oh, great question.
Yeah, that is a great question. And you're not the only one who's asked me. So the thing about 9/11 is when you're talking about numbers like that repeat and recur, these are called angel numbers. These numbers appear at specific times, form you, and allow them, put you on notice the energies that you have access to at that time. specifically the number 911 refers to it's the angel number. It's 9 plus 1 and 1. Here we have 9, which is dealing with the masses, the public. It's a humanitarian number vibration. 9 is wisdom and integrity. And it's also endings and conclusion. Then when we have the 9 coupled with the master number 11, which is the master aspirant, the master intuitive, we have it saying, hey, look, wake up. Hey, pay attention. We're sending you this sign, 9/11, to wake you up to your calling as a light worker. That's why a lot of people have been seeing 9/11 frequently, is because it's waking people up to these angelic vibrations and these messages. And the reason why it happens in this way is this is one of the ways that people are able to be awakened without getting freaked out. It's because numbers are all around us. Numbers are everywhere. So if numbers are everywhere and we constantly deal with them, it's going to be the thing that will be the most effective in getting our attention in a way that won't scare us, but will just alert us that there's something that we need to pay attention to. So that number 9/11 is a huge part of the awakening that is happening right now. And I tell you, what was your name, sir?
Amir, you still there? Oh, go ahead and speak. I have you on speaker now.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I missed the last sentence you said. I'm sorry, I couldn't hear the last thing you said.
What was your name?
Amir, A-M-I-R.
Okay, awesome. So, Amir, what I was saying is that a lot of people, not just in America, not just in California, but around the world, are noticing these numbers, these numeric patterns, because it's a time of awakening. And the angels are using these numbers in a way that will get the attention of those who see it, so that they'll go and find someone who can answer their question. Or they'll look it up and find out, oh, it has this meaning, and I didn't know that. Now I know what action to take. So to you, Amir, and to everyone else who's listening to your show on Planet Glee, this is what I would say, is whenever you see a number that's like 9/11 or 1111 or 333, 444, these are very important angel numbers to take note of. And what you want to do when you see these is you want to look them up right away.
What do you mean by look them up? I'm sorry to interrupt.
Oh, great. Thanks for asking. Oh, there's a website that I highly recommend and I personally use. It's called Sacred Scribes. Sacred Scribes. And it gives a meaning based on numerology, angel numerology, according to the different numbers that are being seen. And as a person sees them more, you'll notice that they come in different sequences. They'll start to come, you'll get, but this is once you acknowledge it. Once you acknowledge it in your reality, then you've opened the door, you've opened the gateway, especially if you see a 111, the number 111. If you see that, then that means that an energetic gateway has been opened to you. And so it's very important to be mindful of your thoughts, because what you're thinking from that point on, you're attracting. Look these numbers up when you see them on Sacred Scribes, and that will give some really great insight. It just goes in all different order of different numbers, from 1 to 3,000, all in order. They'll come in different sequences, the more that you pay attention to them.
Well, thank you so much for the detailed answer, because I was always confused about it. I got into numerology a little bit, but I didn't know much about it, and I felt strange telling people that they'll think I'm freaky, that I'm, making this up. But
Right.
when Jennifer posted online today that you're her guest, I thought this would be a nice opportunity for me to ask you this question and get some clarification. So thank you for this.
Absolutely, Amir. I'm glad that you asked.
The one thing that we should bring up, though, Darius, is that 9/11 has a historical significance, right? So
Yes.
it's not necessarily that one would look at those three numbers and say, "Oh, that's beneficial," you know?
Right. And that's I'm glad that you brought that up, because one of the things that people have mentioned to me about the number 911 is when they see it, they often associate it with, oh, September 11th, or, oh, 911, like when, emergency happens, 911. It just so happens that in the country we live in, that's a number that's used for those purposes. But even outside the country that we're living in, that number is still seen and used by the angelic realm. But I think that it's really, one thing I think is really interesting about that point is that if they're going to get our attention, that's a really good number to use to get our attention, 9/11. But it's just also with this added knowledge, I'm glad that you mentioned that again, because for those who are seeing that number, this will help them to realize that it's not necessarily something to be overly anxious about or overly concerned or worried about. It's more of a positive sign, alerting them to their latent potential that it's time to start using. It does have a sense of urgency behind it, the energy, because it's urgent to get on with our light working at this time.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
You're absolutely welcome, Amir. Thank you.
Thank you, Jennifer. Talk to you soon.
Oh, yeah. Thank you, Amir. Beautiful.
Okay. Bye.
Bye. Yeah. I don't know, Darius, if the person who has the show after mine. Oh, he's there. There's Greg. Okay. Oh, we got to sign off. Poo poo. I would love to have you on as a guest again.
Awesome. I would love to be a guest.
Maybe we could go to the Sacred Scribes. I'll be more prepared, and then we can look up some things for people.
Sure.
Thank you again.
I would not mind if you have any callers who want a reading. I'm totally good to do it on the spot. I'm really good at Johnny on the spot. So anybody that's wanting to know a little bit of insight into what's going on in their life, want to know what personal year they're in, I can do that in my head.
All right, thank you so much. And so we'll talk soon. The next live producer is here and ready for his show, so I have to go.
Awesome. Thank you for letting me be on your show, and I will talk to you soon.
All right, great. Thank you again. Bye-bye.
All right, Jennifer. Thanks.
Thank you, Darius. Yeah. It helped out because when Amir called. That's it.